Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video I'm going to be teaching you a very simple trading strategy. Alright, so if you're a beginner, you can use this strategy. This strategy has about 75% accuracy. Okay, so you have to go and do your back testing to determine, to find out how it actually plays out for you. Okay, and also to master it. Alright, but it's very, very simple in that what you need is not much. You just need two lines. Okay, you need two lines. One is the trend line. Okay, so you need the trend line, and then you need an horizontal line. So once you can use these two, you are good to go. You already know that the market moves in three ways. Okay, let me get this. So it's either the market is making higher highs and higher lows like this, which is an uptrend, or it's giving you lower highs and lower lows like this, which is a downtrend, or it's just going sideways, something like this, which is what we call a ranging market. Okay, so this strategy works best when you are actually trending, when the market is trending. Okay, so it either needs to be going up or down. If it's moving sideways, this strategy will mess you up. So I'm giving you heads up on that. So you need to ensure that it's giving you higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. That's the first thing. Now the next thing is you need to know how to use your trend line. If you want to draw a trend line for an uptrend, what you're trying to connect are the lows. Okay, you're trying to connect the lows, or you can say the the higher lows. Okay, because in an uptrend you have higher highs and higher lows, so you're trying to connect the higher lows. Just connect the lows generally. Whereas if you're in a downtrend like this, what you're trying to connect are the highs, the lower highs, or just the highs. Okay, so I have two examples for you, and I'll be showing you the concept pretty soon. So like I've already said, I have one example for uptrend. I also have one example for downtrend. So all you just need to do is draw the trend line to connect the lows. As you can see right here, I have a sharp moving uptrend. You can see it's giving me higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows right here, and it's moving up gradually. And you can see the way I connected the lows. So you just connect the lows like this. Let me get this arrow so I can show you. You can see the lows, the way I connected them, using the trend line. So you need to do something like this. If you've been doing some analysis, I believe you'll be able to do this. And if you're new to this, let me show you where I got that from. Okay, so this is the line right here that I used. Okay, it's called the trend line. Right, so basically, but for those of you that are familiar with analysis, you'll be able to do this. So what you want to do is you want to wait. If it's an uptrend, you want to wait for series of candles to break this trend line. As you can see, the way candles are going down like this. So once this has happened, you check for the area where you have the intersection between the candle that broke the trend line and the trend line itself. Okay, so that intersection is where you're going to place your horizontal line. All right, so this is the intersection somewhere around here. For advanced traders, let me give you an extra tip. Most times around this intersection there's always an order block. Okay, so it's actually the order block more often than not that price usually want to come back to. Okay, so once you have that intersection, you'll be expecting price to come back to it. You can see even after this break right here, price has started retesting that line. So the general idea is that price will come back to that line. This line always attracts price, but you need to treat it like a region. So just know that price is going to come back to this region. So when price returns to that region, you'll be looking to take a sell trade to move to the downside. Okay, so that's the system. So let's see what played out. You can see price move close to the region right here. Okay, and then push down. Let's see. Then at this point, price tapped into the region completely. Okay, so price got to where that line is and started pushing in the downwards direction. Okay, do you see that? So basically that's just how the system works. Okay, you draw your trend line, you look for the points or the candle that is going to break the trend line, you put your horizontal line on the intersection of that candle and your trend line. You expect price to return there, then you look for selling opportunity. So let me give you that of um, downtrend, because I looked for two examples and these are recent examples I just played out. So you can see price giving us lower highs and lower lows. Okay, lower highs and lower lows like this, and it's moving down, down, down. So I simply connected, you know, the what's it called, lower highs together. I connected the highs together with a trend line. Then at this point, you can see price getting out of character and breaking that line. Okay, with this candle. So I'll just place an horizontal line at the intersection. Let me zoom. I want to zoom in so I can see exactly the intersection. I think this is it, somewhere around here. Okay, intersection of the candle that broke the trend line and the trend line. So I think that's it right here. So we'll be expecting price to return to that level. So you can take your buy trade. So I think price got very close to it but did not touch it. So am I the one that did not draw it well? Okay, I didn't draw it well. Look at it right here. Let me show you. So you can see, I think there is a gap between this candle and this candle, and that's where the line passed through. So that's where I should have placed the horizontal line. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Okay, so the horizontal line was not properly placed. Should have been somewhere around here. Should have been somewhere here. I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can see right here, price just tapped on top of the line and pushed in the upwards direction. Right. So basically, like I said, for advanced traders, around where you have that line, you will always have a breaker block, order block, etc. right there. As you can see, if you look to the left, around where you have this line, what do you see around here? This is a breaker block. Okay, so if you drew out the boundary of the breaker block, it would have been something like this. So this is for advanced traders. If you don't know what a breaker block is, then maybe just watch my video on breaker block and some of my some of my basic videos. So you have this is your breaker block right here. Okay, you can see the price tapped into it, then started pushing to the upside. So that horizontal line can give you an hint of where price could react from. But if you're using just the horizontal line alone, you can see it got to this region, then started pushing in the opposite direction. So how would I draw this same line on current price action? Okay, so you can see right here, this is current price action, this is where price currently is. Okay, and today is 27th of March. So if I were to draw this, what I would do is something like this. Where's my do something of this nature. Okay, extend it into the future or something like this. I want it to touch that third one, please. Okay, get here. Alright, so I think this is good enough. Let me adjust this a bit. Yeah, so okay, I want to extend it into the future. Yeah, so basically this is how I would have drawn it. If I want to use this strategy, I'll just wait to see price break through it, and the break should not be a small break. You can see that when I drew the trend line, you can see that there's a small break here. This does not matter. I was only trying to make sure this point also touched the line. Okay, so I have a touch here, and also a touch here. So if it's just a small break, don't be in a hurry to use the strategy. Make sure you have, reasonable displacement down. Okay, you come down a bit to make it very clear that price has broken that line, and then you can draw your horizontal line and expect a tap around that region. Then you sell from there. And if you're an advanced trader, around that line that you have drawn, look to the left to see if you can have if you can spot a breaker block, order block, etc. from that region. That's a possible region price could reverse from. So that gives you an idea of where to place your stop loss, and then you can go for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so I just felt like giving you this simple strategy, that you can use. Go and do your back testing. You can tweak it to your own taste, depending on what you found out when you were doing your back testing. Like I will always tell my students, it's all about back testing. Okay, you back test, back test, back test, whatever strategy you want to use or you're investigating. And from your back testing, you could even find some tweak that you could use to make that strategy even more accurate. All right. So if you're a new viewer, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for